Space Phoenix Systems CEO Andrew Parlock says the future trillion-dollar orbital economy will depend on one overlooked challenge: how materials and equipment are returned safely from space back to Earth.
Speaking during the company's public launch event in Baltimore, Andrew outlined his vision for what he called the return logistics economy, arguing that lower Earth orbit commercialization cannot scale without reliable recovery infrastructure.
Because someone crossed an ocean or someone built a big ship. That wasn't it. It emerged because nations and companies built repeatable logistical systems: ports, shipping routes, warehouses, insurance, taxation, all of it, standards, trucks, aircraft, rail. That's how the market is built. The modern economy did not scale because someone could move a product once. It scaled because products can move reliably, repeatably, and affordably. Space will follow the same pattern. It's inevitable. Low Earth orbit economy is coming. It's inevitable. Cislunar, Greg mentioned it. Guys, say it with me. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. We're standing at the precipice of an inevitable market. And we're here now. The question is not whether these multi-trillion-dollar markets will exist. The question is whether we'll have the logistical infrastructure to support them. That's what this is all about, right? One of our investors a couple months ago, Antonio, he's here. I always say Space Phoenix does the unsexy work. And he said, no, Andrew, Space Phoenix is really sexy. You're doing really cool stuff. And he's right, we are. We are doing really cool stuff. But the value is not in cool. Our value is in necessity. That's what this market needs. We're building return logistics orbit. We're building the infrastructure that allows customers to get to space and get back. That's what this is all about. Iterate faster, reduce risk, create a real market, a profitable, revenue-driven market. Not someday, not theoretically. This isn't a science project, folks. As Mike Larkin has said, this is the art of the achievable. This is today. This is the shift. We're moving from exploration to infrastructure, from one-off missions to repeatable operations, from government-only access to commercial demand, from inspiration to industry. And this is what happens. We've got to build this infrastructure. Tonight's just not just a launch party, but this is amazing. Friends, family being here, my wife. But it's not just a launch party. It's the beginning, as Anna Brady said before, it's the beginning of a serious effort to solve one of the biggest bottlenecks, not in the space economy, one of the biggest bottlenecks in the global economy. That's what we're here to do. And everyone in this room is now part of the journey. Investors, partners, advisors, customers, friends, family.
The lower orbital economy is inevitable, said Andrew. But it only works if we solve the logistics problem of bringing assets, materials, and technology back to Earth safely and affordably.
Big. Probably the biggest space conference globally. And Admiral Sharp stood up on stage, and he's a big, imposing man, and there's about 8,000 people in the audience, all space nerds. And Admiral Sharp grabbed the podium, and he leaned in this big, booming voice. He said, "Space is hard." And the whole audience went crazy and so on and so forth. And I turned to the guy next to me and said, well, it's not that hard. I mean, we've put 12,000 satellites into space. We've been to every planet. We've left the solar system twice. So folks, join us. It's not that hard.
The event drew investors, aerospace researchers, government officials, and industry leaders as Space Phoenix formally entered Maryland's growing deep tech sector. Company officials also confirmed major investor interest and announced the addition of a high-profile advisor to its board.
Andrew said Space Phoenix aims to position itself as a key infrastructure provider for future commercial space operations, including orbital manufacturing, research missions, and recovery systems. Industry observers at the event described the company's focus on return logistics as a critical but often under-discussed component of the expanding space economy.
Space Phoenix is designed to do one thing and one thing only, and it's support other companies getting their product and processes to space and back. It's a critical gap in the marketplace. One of our investors called it the black ocean, referring to the black ocean of space, and it really an undiscovered is probably the wrong word, untapped market. We're staring down the barrel of $1 trillion market, and there's about 4 companies globally that are managing it. Space Phoenix is managing it from right here in Baltimore. It's an amazing opportunity. The support we've gotten from the city of Baltimore and the state of Maryland has been unquestionable. And quite frankly, it's been a bit humbling. The team's growing. We're over 15 people now. Investment is flowing, coming in pretty steady now. And tonight's event was all about the celebration. It was all about bringing that team together to celebrate what we've done. It's been almost 2 years. It's kind of incredible. In one aspect, you say, oh my goodness, 2 years, such a long time. But really, it's not. Less than 2 years, this company is nearly fully funded, building a team, growing, commercial customers, DoD customers, really quite amazing.